What's up? This is Jordan Gray from Half Lit and DopelivenTV.
Hey, this your boy Don Ritchie representing the Midwest 219 Stand Up.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Lamar Tate.
This is your girl, Monifa.
Hey, what up, what up, what up? It's your man Dave Hollister from Blackstreet.
You know what this is right here. This Trigger Trench in the building.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy Jason Weaver. And whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
Hey, it's your girl, Adina Howard, and you're watching Dope Living TV, live with Greg Gray and the crew.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? We know how to close out a week, all right? This is Dope Living TV Live. I'm your host, Greg Gray. Welcome to the show. We appreciate you guys for always tuning in and supporting us. We love you guys. Let's start it off. The views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. Trust and believe, man. So we're going to say what we're going to say. Tell everybody. Don't worry about it, though. It sponsors everybody. Tell them all. Dope Living TV is on the air, right? What's up to my little step? What's up, Jen?
What up? What up? What up?
Chilling. You got that little throat thing? What was that?
Get out of here.
Hey. You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Everybody say what's up to Marcella.
Hey, Marcy.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
Good day. Great day.
It's
That's
always
good.
a great day when you're tuning in to Dope Living TV Live. Shout out to everybody who supports us every single day that we're on. We are cool. Hey, look, today we're gonna be talking. It's gonna be a great show. We're talking to a guy who's a movie director, he's a screenwriter, content provider. He's got a number of movies under his belt, and he got a lot of great actors that are on there. I saw Keith David was on one of them, and Tiny Lister was on one. Keith Sweat was on
Keith
one.
Sweat. Mm-hmm.
Essence Atkins, you know, this guy, he has a movie, a critically acclaimed movie called Forbidden Fruits, but he's also working on a movie. Actually, the movie is going to be out the 24th, called Black Skin. He's helped launch the careers of Brandon T. Jackson and Essence Atkins and Cat Graham, just to name a few. And his name, now I don't know how to pronounce the last name, but it's Marc Cayce or either Marc Cayce. All right, one of the two. We're going to find out, and he'll be on shortly. Ladies, how y'all doing?
Awesome. Absolutely awesome.
Yes.
Cool. Shout out. What's going on, Brenda?
Hey, Brenda.
Hey, Brenda.
Man, how do you I've been having this nagging pain in my neck and my shoulder.
My
and
neck,
just
my
for a
back.
couple of days.
My neck and my back.
My booty crank like that or something like that.
Well, now the views expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views.
I'm gonna tell you something though.
Or its affiliates.
I bought me $150 pillow, and I know it sounds like a lot for a pillow, but I don't have any more neck pain. It is well worth it. So it could be your pillow.
Could be my pillow, huh? All right. What's going on, Tree?
Hey, Tree.
Hey, Tree.
With one E.
Trey Tree.
Trying to be French. That's what she's trying to do.
Trey.
Help them.
Hey, I want to say it again. I've said it all week. You know, condolences to the family of Jesse Powell, good friend, great guy. He passed last week, and this week he passed away. And just to want to lift his family up in prayer. You know, Great guy, like I said. Good to see him. Funny dude too, man. But let's keep them in our prayers. And Queen Elizabeth, God save the Queen.
Off with their heads. Off with their heads.
No.
Okay,
No.
I'm sorry.
Tree says Greg
I'm not
and
touching none of
Gina
that.
could be your pillow.
Mm-hmm.
Tree, you sleep on rocks. You don't know about no pillow.
That's what they do. That's what we do. Strong women sleep on rocks.
Yeah.
Or just the way that he's sleeping, period.
Most
You know, if it's too many pillows or something.
I might as well do this while we're waiting on the guests to get here. Gina has this fantastic event that celebrates authors. Instead of it being local this time, it's going to be in Las Vegas. Well, it wasn't local last time. It was virtual.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's going to be in Las Vegas, live and virtual. So let's check out her promo. What is all of this other stuff she just put up there? What the hell? She put a lot of stuff up there. But we'll get to it, right? I can find the promo. Where's the promo at, Gina? I lost it.
What did you do?
I found it. Here you go.
I forgive you. We forgive you.
So everybody, we get to Las Vegas. Do you work out? No, here it is right here, y'all. Not too late, man. Get your tickets. If you can't fly down there, drive down there. If you can't drive down there, roll your big ass down there, man. Look, get to the Distinguished Authors Guild Award show. It's gonna be something else, okay?
Don't forget, if they can't get there, we'll have the virtual.
Yeah. That's what you're here. That's why you're here.
He's creating a platform for everyone to come and tell their story of how they turned tragedy into triumph. And everyone has a story to tell. Get ready to be motivated and inspired on That's Why I'm Here. So get ready, get ready, get ready. Ladies and gentlemen, your talk show host, Jamie McGrone.
Hi, I'm Jamie McGrone from That's Why I'm Here.
Don't worry about it. He has a live studio audience October the 9th. He got special announcements also. So, man, if you're in the Chicagoland area, get a chance to go sit down with Jamie McGrone. That's why I'm here. Great show, okay? So, look, today, again, thank you guys for always tuning in. The support you give us is tremendous, and we'll never forget you. So, this guy here, what doesn't he do? He's a filmmaker. He is a screenwriter. He's a director. He's a content provider. Now, I was going through his IMDb. He left off one thing. He's
mortuary.
He's not mortuary. He's an actor as well. Everybody, look, y'all welcome this guy because he's going to tell us a lot about this business. All right, Mr. Marc Cayce. Is it Cayce or Casey?
It's KC.
KC.
Okay, okay.
Welcome, Mark.
Yes, welcome.
Nice
Thank
to
you for
meet you
joining
guys.
us.
I'm
Out there in
outside.
Cali.
I'm in beautiful Century City right now, and I'm trying to get over to a quiet place. They shooting Beverly Hills Cop here tomorrow with Eddie Murphy, and a
Ooh,
first-time director. And I'm mad because I missed the opportunity to direct the film because Bruckheimer came back to. And Bruckheimer, if you guys know who he is, he's a white producer from back in the 80s, and he's back. And so he brought his own team, but originally what happened was they fired the first fire because it's called creative. Everybody that Beverly Hills, my name was top on the tier because obviously I've been to Eddie's house and I know his family. And for me to miss out on Beverly Hills Cop 4 really hurts me deeply because I'm from Detroit, and that's where the original movie was shot and all the other ones as well. And then ironically, I get to my office in Century City, and the receptionist say, well, you know, they're going to shoot Beverly Hills Cop scenes here on Avenue of the Stars. And I automatically got sick to the stomach.
Oh, wow.
Because I'm saying, I believe in full circles, and Cheryl Lee Ralph won the Emmy.
Yeah.
And for me, that was full circle because I got to meet her as a kid, because I'm a youngin', even though I got a little gray. I'm a youngin', and Cheryl Lee Ralph was somebody that I used to have a crush on when I was a kid, and I never thought that I would be in a position to hire her, pay her, and put her in a project. And I say it in that way is because when you have the power to hire and cut the checks, that says a lot.
That says a whole lot. A whole lot.
Hey, but Mark, check this out. Check this out. Just because you missed Beverly Hills Cop 4 don't mean that you ain't gonna be on what? Bad Boys 4, or you know what I'm saying? There's something else coming.
Yeah. I get. It's funny you said that because I have history with Will and Martin. So yeah. But you see, those type of projects are top tier projects, and it is about favoritism. Because I hate to break it down, but it is what it is. But what happens is projects like that is really about who you know, not only what have you done. It's really about who you know. And in saying that, this new movie, like I said, the guy has never directed a feature film before. He did commercials, and that's who's doing it. So that should tell you right there that he knew someone, because all these qualified directors, and they hire a guy that's never did a movie before.
Wow.
Direct $100 million project like Coming to America. So that says a lot to me. That says a whole lot. Yeah.
But you know what? You're making some big moves as well, okay? And as you have made before, okay? Now, I didn't know at first until I started reading up on it.
Okay.
You did Nikita Blues.
Yeah.
That was a huge movie back in the day. That was a huge movie, and it was a statement movie, actually, all right?
Yeah, and I broke some careers with that movie. Essence Atkins, the light-skinned sister that plays in all of Marlon Wayans horror movies. She plays his wife in all of the Wham. I keep forgetting his name. What's his name? Marlon films. Also, she played in Ice Cube did a TV show. She was the star of that with the guy Terry Crews. So I started her career in the feature film business.
Absolutely.
Let's see who else. Oh, Brandon T. Jackson. Brandon T. Jackson. That was his first feature film. People don't know. I put him in his first feature film before he did Roll Bounce. I actually gave the footage to Malcolm D. Lee, who was Spike Lee's cousin, for his tryout reel to be in Roll Bounce. So yeah, I'm that guy, and it's funny because I explained this to this lady that I'm doing a premiere this weekend with. I said to her, because she's flying in Miguel Nunez and some of the other stars. You know, Miguel is from Joanna Man.
Yep.
And he's giving her challenges, I'll say, because that's how celebrities do. They give a lot of challenges to folk. When I say challenges, I mean is always about the money.
Right,
And
right.
and I explained to her, I said, see, the problem is I told you from the beginning to promote Marc Cayce coming back to Minnesota to look for some more stars. That's going to get people to come out to see it because they're going to Google me and see what I've done. And they're going to say, well, shit, if maybe I can meet him because Miguel is not hiring anyone. I am. So it's like, if you get somebody in a position that can empower you and give you a position, why wouldn't you not promote them? I don't get it, but everybody's in awe of celebrities. So, I get it and I don't, if that makes any sense.
But see, you've been around them already, and you've actually employed a lot. As I was looking, you had Keith Sweat on there. You had Keith David in there. You had Tony Liston in there. Come on, man.
He did something with Vivica Fox too, right?
Listen. Keith David, man, I got so many Hollywood stories. I can't wait to shoot something about all my Hollywood stories. Keith David played a preacher in one of my films, and I went all the way down to Atlanta to meet with Dallas. I think it's Dallas Austin. His name is. He did all the TLC stuff.
Right.
And they were hot back then. So I went down to his studio to have him do my soundtrack for the movie Forbidden Fruits. And so I stayed down there for like a couple of weeks hanging out at the studio, gave him all my material, gave him the movie to watch. And I had some promotional stuff called a New American Drama, a New American Story. And he started telling me, well, I'm doing a movie called ATL with what's her name? Lauren London and T.I. And before I knew it, his promotion on the billboards was a New American Love Story or something. And that was my log line, so I couldn't use it anymore because he already stole it. And then I'm not finished yet.
Straight stole it.
He makes Keith David semi the same role in the sense because I had Keith David riding in a Rolls Royce, a Phantom, a Ghost before anybody had the opportunity. I mean, I had a big, beautiful $400,000 Ghost in this movie, Forbidden Fruits. And then I look up, he has him riding in a Maybach to the skating rink for the movie ATL. I said, man, come on.
Stop giving out your gems.
So it was sometimes it's flattering, but sometimes it's not.
No, and that's what I was going to ask you. How do you feel about that? Somebody just biting you like that?
Yeah, like I said, sometimes it's flattering and sometimes it's not.
Yeah. Well, you had a lot of movies, man. Like I said, and you also had Big Red in one of your movies too.
Man, I have Vivica Fox, Big Red. Oh man, it's been quite a few. I've been in a position to. I always have to say this, bless a lot of folks because people are so much in awe of these celebrities, and somebody got to pay them.
So does the celebrity hype don't do anything for you anymore now, right?
No.
I don't know what happened. He was doing very well, and something happened.
He moved a little bit. That's all he moved. He's moving, but it's all good. Marcel, I know you had a question. Okay, we're gonna get back to your question, but that's interesting. He was able to. Hey, Mark, do me a favor. Log off, log back on. All right. He was able to number one, assist in helping start some of these careers. All right.
Yes.
And, a question for me is: Do these people, as their careers get higher, bigger and bigger, when he's making a new movie and he reaches out to them, do they still give him that respect or say, hey, man, look, I'll do anything in the world for you, okay? You know how like a lot of people will do for me. If I ask them stuff, they'll go ahead and do it, okay? Mark has elevated his whole game, starting from that Nikita Blues up to what he's doing right now, which is Black Skin, which is coming out in 2 days.
Yes.
So, And that movie right there, you know, I think it's going to change some. It's going to wax some heads a little bit. All right.
Yeah, but this is what I'm wondering. You know, can he copyright that stuff? You know, people just taking your idea, I would feel some kind of way.
But you know what? If you're just talking, you know, just how say we're just talking, just throwing out, shooting, you know, just shooting the breeze or whatever, how they say it, just talking. And I was thinking about da, 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 or whatever. And then next thing, one of, you know, you
somebody
see that.
coming out with it. You
right.
See it, like that, that was my idea.
Because I've had someone that would do ideas like that, say different things, and then just do a blanket. Hey, if anybody's thinking about taking that, those are my ideas. I'm on some type of media. So you see that that's coming from me.
I would imagine, we got Mark back. I'd imagine that, Mark, you got all that covered, though, man. If people coming and taking your shit, you know, you probably got that covered, though, right?
If say that again.
People come and taking your shit, stealing your ideas and this and that, all right? You ain't worried about none of that, right?
No, but I'm gonna tell you something. There's nothing new under the sun, so it's really no way of blocking people stealing from you. I mean, you just got to have the graces of God on your life, and don't worry about it. I didn't stress about Dallas. He did what he did. I mean, it wasn't a big enough thing to stop me, did it?
Right.
And look,
right.
I wrote just right, the one with Queen Latifah in Common. Me and the young lady Nikki Dobie from Detroit. She was dating a football player, and she came to me and said, "Mark, I want to do a comedy about me and my relationship with a ball player." And we wrote the movie together, and that was stolen.
That's jacked up.
Yeah, 20th Century Fox. And I even went to New York to talk to Queen Latifah because I know her. And I literally got bounced off the set. I went all the way to New York to say, "Hey, listen, you know, I know it's not your fault, Dana, but check it out." And they escorted me off the set in New York. They shot it in I think Long Island or somewhere in New York. And but one of the fun things about being on the set there was I got to meet Felicia Rashad, which was always I was in love with her too as a kid watching her on Cosby Show. So me and her happened to be on the elevator together, and I was blessed to ride the elevator with her, which was she's a wonderful lady, you know. And I wrote something for her, so she might be in this new movie I'm shooting soon. Yeah.
You ain't worried about that, Mark. Look, you've elevated your game because I was going through some of the other movies. You've elevated your game, so now you're a name out there. So
yes, sir.
My thing is, even with people not respecting the fact that you are a name out there, you keep it moving, and you still employ, you still bless people, as you call it. You know what I'm saying? And that's a good thing. You know.
Well, see, you have to have.
Oh, I want that nugget. I definitely want that nugget. You can't do us like that.
You froze again, Mark. Oh no, you froze right at the point.
That's that devil trying to take them nuggets from us.
Come on, Mark. Right at that point.
Wow.
You got to give us that nugget, Mark.
You froze at that point. Go ahead. You moving now. Let's go. You ain't gonna get that nugget right now, Mark. You're gonna get it.
Oh, it's going back and forth. Okay, I'm trying to get in there.
It's going back.
How about now?
Yeah, we got you now.
Say it real quick.
Okay.
Just won't let us have
your success with others. Do you get it? You can't measure your success with others.
Yep. Got to create your own.
You cannot measure your success against. No. Meaning that you can't measure your success or non-success with someone else's life.
Right.
Okay. You guys hear me?
I get what he's saying.
No. But can you? No. I'm gonna break it down. Can you hear me right now?
Yes.
No, break it down.
Loud and clear.
Break it down.
Okay. Let me pull over because this is important. Now, what I'm going to say, I'm trying to get
notes. I'm taking notes.
Let's do this.
What I'm trying to say is that just because the lady that lives next door driving a nice car, got the big home or whatever, or the guy at work got the promotion, or even me, Spike Lee or John Singleton. Why, Mark, why you not like them? I mean, I went to see a friend of mine at his big new home. He wanted to show off because all my friends have these big old mansions and beautiful homes, and I just love to go let them show off for me so I can eat their food and enjoy their homes. And this one guy started trying to give me advice, and I'm saying, "Are you serious? Are you serious right now, bro?" You know, I said, "Google your name and Google mine." I said, "You got the big fancy car and the big fancy house, but let's go out tonight." So we went out, and there was a line outside. He couldn't get it. He said, "Man, I'm not going to this club. Can't get in." I said, "Drop me off." I got out the car, went in there. I'm Marc Cayce. I know who I am. Spoke it out. The bodyguard said, get this guy a table. Came back. I said, "My man," I called it, "Are you coming?" "What do you mean?" "What did you do?" "Don't worry about it. Remember, you the one giving me advice about my life. You giving me advice about my life, but you getting in this club, this event that's got a mile-long folk. And you the one driving the fancy big old car to drop me off at the front door, but you can't get in. Okay? But I'm going to tell you what to say. Get in. Tell them you with Marc Cayce. Now, they had to humble him because guess what? The brother, I'm just going to say it. I'm going to keep it 100 with you guys. He married to a Caucasian woman. There's nothing wrong with that. But I told him, I said, "Brother, go see the Woman King." "Oh, no, I don't want to see that." I said, "Bro, man." Then he check me and said, "Have you seen it?" I said, "No, I haven't seen it, but you need to support." Man, I don't care nothing about support. Now, remember, he's married to opposite sister.
Yes, sir.
So I went to go see the movie, and I said, "Man, you got to see this movie because this sister Gina is on point." That Gina is the director. And I said, the movie is phenomenal. Phenomenal. And all the backlash, the little black backlash I heard, I could not sit there and find it in this movie because the movie is perfect. If that movie if the Woman King does not win an Oscar, I'm done with the Oscars. That's how good this movie is to me. It's better than all of Spike's movies.
I don't understand what the backlash is for, though. What's the backlash for?
Some is saying that the queen in Ziga was Niga, I can't say her name properly, was a slave trader in real life. Well, she was, but she talks about this. There's a little bit of black killing in the beginning, which is issues. It bothered me too the first 5 minutes. I was like, "Oh, please don't let this whole movie be about them killing each other. I don't want to see it. That's boys in the hood on steroids in Africa. I don't want to see it." So it wasn't that though, but that was some of the backlash. Those two issues: killing black folks, and also that she was enslaving. They were that the Dahomey tribe was also enslaving their people, which they did, and she talks about that in this movie. So it is what it is. But my point I was trying to make was that when I was beating up myself saying why my career is not as big as Spike Lee and John Singleton and all that, and God says it's not your time. Your time is not against their time. And guess what? John is dead. Do you really want to follow his timeline?
Right.
And that really woke me up because he was my mentor. I say, "Oh, that's a good point. I don't want to be dead." No, I don't. I'd rather not have their success and be alive and didn't have their success and been dead. I don't want that. I'm sorry. I don't want to say, "Well, I did leave a legacy." No, I want to keep living. I like life too much because I got too much more to do. So my message is really to say that don't stop comparing yourself to someone else's success. And when people come to you to try to tell you about your life, like the guy trying to tell me, "Well, Mark, maybe you should do this because I don't see you like James Cameron or Spielberg," and I'm looking at him like, "Really?" So don't compare your success or non-success with anyone.
Right.
Just make sure that you're doing your best to get to whatever goal you're trying to get to. Now, I can give you the reasons why I'm not in certain positions because I didn't do certain things. And we won't get into that. Certain people have given up certain things to get to where they at. Okay? Okay. So I just leave with one tidbit. I'm not putting no dress on.
See, and you know what, Mark? I've heard that over the years. I've heard that. So now you just gave confirmation.
Well, look, Mark, here we go. Look,
wow.
Just as we're talking about the black, what was it called? The Black Queen.
The Woman King.
Yeah, Woman King. Woman King.
Okay, but you got a movie that's coming out in a couple of days. Okay, called Black Skin.
Yeah, it's not coming out right now. We're doing a premiere in Minneapolis. It's a special premiere I did for them.
Okay.
But Black Skin won't be out until I think December, around Christmas time.
Hey man, and make sure we get for that too, okay? But can you talk about the film?
Yeah, Black Skin was actually shot on location during the George Floyd uprisings, or some want to call it riots. And I literally packed up all the way from LA with the mobile homes, the trailers, the trucks, and went to Minneapolis and shot a film during the uprising, like literally 3 weeks after the killing of George Floyd. So that city was on fire, man. That city was, it was like 1967 in Detroit or 1965 in Watts. That's how bad the city was. But it actually lent a lot to me for the movie. Unfortunately, it stopped a lot of my celebrities from flying in. They were scared, so I got stuck with less celebrities than I normally have with my films. I'm trying to see if I'm going in my garage, so it might cut off.
We'll wait on you.
Okay. So in saying that, that movie is about a young man who gets murdered in his car with his fiance because he has a concealed weapon permit. He has a legal permit, and he just unfortunately tells the officer, "Hey, I have my weapon on me, but I have a license to carry." And he gets murdered because he was being honest with the officer. I tell young men now who have concealed weapon permits, don't tell them nothing. Keep it to yourself, because you giving them a pass to blow your head off, and then they can legally say.
We got a little disconnection because he's in the garage, but that's real interesting. You know, something like that happened here in Gary, where a guy was sitting in his car and he told the officer that he had a weapon and he had a permit for it, and the officer, he shot him and killed him.
But then if they find a gun, it's like,
why didn't you tell us?
Yeah. And so,
okay, but you win. I mean, you damn if you
darn
do,
if you do, dang if you don't. Yeah.
But that's a good storyline that he has. And it speaks the truth.
Right. I wonder if that's based on an actual story or just for what's going on throughout our country.
Well, and it's amazing how he, like you said, he packed up, took trailers out there, and made sure that he was right there 3 weeks after George Floyd was murdered. And it was uprising out there. It was really, really bad out there. Yeah. So that's knowing your craft and knowing what you got to do in order to get that correct.
Yes.
So that's what he did. Oops. We got him back.
Yes.
Okay, Mama, is that based on a true story or just different stories that's been happening around our country?
The movie, what is it, Black Skin?
Black Skin.
I think he's in a spot again.
Yeah, and I was out there, Greg, around that time. I went out there to visit my uncle about 3 weeks after the whole George Floyd thing, and it was horrible. Like they even trashed my uncle's car. He wasn't far from where it took place, maybe a couple of blocks, and they were out there just going ham.
And that's one of the time. It's just so much was just happening back to back to back, and it's like enough is enough. And a lot of people.
I'm sorry, we haven't seen the movie, so I'm real curious as to how he spun that. You there?
How I did. When you say how I spun
Well,
it,
the first question from Marcy was this based on a true story, or was this just based off of things that were happening?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the answer. Okay. Yes, absolutely. I'm just not allowed legally to mention the person's name.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Can you
Yeah,
hear
we
me?
Got a
can.
lot of air blowing through your phone though. You must be outside.
Okay, let me turn off the mic.
Okay. Now we can't hear you at all.
I ain't saying nothing. I'm not with no question.
No, but going through that, man, and taking all of, literally taking all of your resources out there. First of all, how long did it take you to do the movie?
It took me about 30 days because I actually shot in Minneapolis and then I went to Atlanta to finish up because I couldn't get the stars to go to Minneapolis and they were more eager to go to Atlanta. So I packed up and literally shipped everybody to Atlanta.
See, and that's go ahead, Jaden.
No, I'm asking, is that where he finished shooting it? Because I know you can shoot in another place if it's similar to where the original place is. So my question is,
this what I did was I did the interiors in Atlanta once I left Minneapolis. Yeah.
Okay.
I thought he said he's pulling in the garage at home. I was going to say, man, that's a long ass hallway you got right there, boy.
Oh yeah. Oh, hey, look, I told you all my friends got big old houses, didn't I?
Whoa, boy.
He is hilarious. Well, Mark, just a little off. The span of your career, is there anything that you wish you had done differently? Or do you think everything good and bad and all the hiccups molded you into the greatness that you are now? Or is something you wish you'd have done different?
Yeah, I think I should have listened too much to celebrities because celebrities kind of messed me up. Including Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy said on the Arsenio Hall show before I made it, if you will, don't have a plan B because your plan B will be your plan A. That was a big mistake because that's not true.
I remember him saying that too.
Yeah, I remember it too, and it messed me up. I'm gonna blame him for it. That's probably why I'm not working with him now because I would have thrown that in his face. That's actually incorrect, and when I speak at schools and stuff, I say that's wrong. Your plan B supports your plan A. I'll say it again. Your plan B supports your plan A. You must have something, a hustle, to support what your dream is. And it won't take away from it if you use the plan B to support your plan A. That's the key word is plan B supporting plan A, or is it taking the place of it? See, once plan B takes the place of plan A, then that's the problem. And that's when the Eddie Murphy scenario makes sense. But once I got a little bit more wiser, I understood that no, plan B can help plan A. As long as I'm in control of plan B. But once plan B starts controlling me, then you lose plan A.
Absolutely.
So, and that's one of the reasons, one of the things you said I wanted to change. If I'd have known what I know now early on, I'd have had so much cash as a young man. I would have had my home paid for in California when the homes was a lot cheaper. I would have had, my father was like, son, let's buy this rental property in Michigan. I was like, I don't want nothing in Detroit, forget that. I would have said, Dad, you're right. I'm gonna start sending you money home every week, just like the Africans and the Chinese do and the Mexicans do in Colombia. And Dad, I'm gonna send this money, so go ahead and buy a house over there on whatever street, or even in Gary, Indiana. That's bad up the block. If I was thinking that way.
Couple of blocks.
So that was some of the things I would have had a better money sense at an earlier age and stacked up all the bread as I was still chasing that dream. I still would have done that. Now, number two thing I would change is I had a famous director, and I'm gonna say his name because I don't care because he pissed me off, and he's a friend of mine, so I'm gonna say it anyway. His name is Reginald Hutland, and he's a friend of mine.
Dude, come on.
He did the Boomerangs, and he did just recently. He did the movie with Thurgood Marshall, Chad Boseman movie. He directed that, and he does all the Emmy in NAACP awards. He produces all of them. Reginald Hutland, and like I said, he's a friend of mine, so I can talk about it graciously. He came to my film school with the worst advice he could have gave the black student body that was at this little forum that he came in, and he came in to talk about Boomerang, and everybody was in the iron, including me. And he said, "Do not take an internship. Whatever you do, don't take an internship because you're gonna be considered a free worker, better known as a free slave." So when I got the internship at Warner Brothers and Sony, I wouldn't take it. Oh, I'm not doing that because I took that bad advice. So when I got out of film school, out of college, because USC has a lot of internships that you can get in because they want you to come out with a job. But guess what? They never told us the key to getting those jobs was getting that internship. And actually they did, but I ignored it, and some of us did, and listened to Mr. Reginald. And because the people that ignored that, they all got jobs at Sony, all got jobs at Warner Brothers. And I'm talking about $250,000 a year. I'm talking about 15, 20 years ago. It was paying $200,000 coming out of college. But me, I'm saying, no, I'm going to be the next John Singleton. I'm going to just get a deal and don't work. I'm going to do like Reginald told me to do. So I wound up getting out of college, couldn't find a job, had to go work at the corporate America as a manager at Circuit City, opening up the East Coast market because we were more of a West Coast company at that time. And I opened up the Midwest, and I was miserable as hell. And in order to get me out of this misery of managing people, I'm just going to say it, white people that didn't want me to manage them because that's all they were hiring at that time. God said, "Mark, go back to LA. I mean, what you mean I ain't got nothing to go back to LA and become an intern?" Change my life. Now remember, I'm already graduated, so now I go back and become an intern for MGM Orion Pictures in this company called MPCA, and it was Denzel Boy's company. And so I got in through a friend of mine from SC Film School, said, "I'm an intern over at this company." And I'm like, "How much they paying you?" Say, "Nothing." But remember, I got a different mindset. I said, "Okay, do you have another one for me?" He said, "Sure." So he would come in, and then he realized that since I brought you in, I don't have to come. They're not paying me anyway. So he had that old attitude. So I took his position, and I saw the biggest check I ever seen in my life. After 9 months of working for free, I saw the biggest check I ever seen in my life. And I ain't talking about no $100,000 either. Okay. And so I got a big check because I was patient, diligent, and faithful. I was God-fearing and patient. Most of all, I was patient and God-fearing. I say most of all for both because I used to fast and do all kind of crazy stuff to keep my mind straight, trying to deal with not having any money for 9 months. And I'm working as his intern. But that was the best experience I ever got because I learned more in that internship that I learned at 4 years at USC Film School.
See? There it is right there.
Yeah, God works.
That's where it's to live. But hey, if there was somebody that you've worked with a lot of people, but if there was somebody that you could work with right now, who would it be?
I like Denzel, and I was blessed to meet him several times, and I want to work with Denzel before he puts up his golden rings and retire, which he's trying to do. But I want to work with him before he get out of it. Yeah, okay, Denzel is one of my favorite actors. Yeah, great actor. Even when people try to get me away from, I've had actors who are famous, and I won't name them, that who actually work with Denzel, and they tell me so many negative things, and then as they continue to talk, I realize they're jealous of me. And I said, "Keep on talking, brother." But every time I've been in the presence of him, he's been a blessing to me, to even give me his 5 minutes or whatever time he gives me. Matter of fact, the last time I spoke to him, he was with his son and with Paulette, his wife, and I spoke to all three of them. So that was a wonderful experience for me. I even told his wife, Paulette, "Are you ready?" And she said, "Ready for what?" I said, "Your son about to be a superstar." And look at him right now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Now you have a movie coming out called Sasha Lanes, right?
Oh, look at y'all! Y'all did y'all research. Yeah, that's my little baby.
So when is the release date for that?
That one's coming out. We got 2 of them back to back. That one may be coming out in January.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, how do you juggle 2 coming out? How do you do that?
That's not the only one. I got another one coming out with Mano and Damian Hall and
man.
Jerry
Come on, Damian Hall, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Jerry Sturgis from the Tyler Perry movies, and I got quite a few. It's called Halfway House. That one's coming soon.
Okay.
Wow. I don't see how one person could do all
How he
that.
juggle that. Look at him. He happy. That's why he juggling. He doing what he loves to do.
Right.
So it's not a job.
Right.
Not a job at all. That's what's up.
Wow.
He's having fun.
I'm impressed. He worked with Diane Carroll.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that. Yeah.
Yes. That had to be outstanding.
Go ahead, Mark.
Oh man, I've done your research. Diane Carroll. I did a movie called Taking Chances. It's a movie that got me all that money from Warner Brothers, and I had Diane Carroll attached to it.
Man, we're getting bits and pieces, okay?
She would read over the script, and I never forget. She was like, "Mark, let's take all this." Let me stop. I'm at the grocery store now because there's a grocery store attached to where I'm at.
Man.
Don't go in the freezer section. We'll lose you.
Huh?
Don't go in the freezer section. We'll lose you.
I think he already there.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm at the cashier.
Oh, dang, that's some quick shopping.
Oh, I know exactly what I wanted. Yeah, look, that's why when you go shopping with a woman, is in trouble. They don't know what they want. I go right in, grab some shoes.
Exactly.
Wait a minute. No, that is not true.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't go there.
No, that's the truest. Man, please.
But to answer your question, Diane Carroll was a gem. She taught me a lot. She was a gem. I just say that. And I thank God that I was able to meet her before she passed away.
Yes.
Mark, you've launched several stars. What is it that you really look at for those that are not as actors and actresses that are not as popular? What is it that you see in them that you want to actually put them in your films?
It's something special. Meaning that either they have a good audition that's really, really special, or they have a certain look with the audition, meaning that they have a unique look that I haven't seen before. But mainly is the acting that takes over everything for me, because you can have a pretty face or a handsome face and it can be bad. You know? They can be bad actors.
Mark.
Yes.
Redo Menace to Society. Come on, Mark.
Tell me why.
Hey, that was great, and an upgraded modern version would be awesome.
Yeah, but
no, I'm really curious. No, I want you to. I'm gonna flip the question. Tell me why. Give me what got your juices flowing with that movie?
Man, everything. You know, the characters.
No, give me. You can't give me no closing answer. Give me.
I'm giving it to you. The characters. The characters, even the plot, and we were able to relate to it. That's a movie that I think a lot of us could say, that's my brother, that's me, and we were able to relate to it. Now that came out a while ago. It's time for an upgraded version, a modern version of it.
And think about it, Mark. Kane. We don't know if Kane really died or not.
That's said, right.
Do I really want to die?
That's right.
I don't know. I mean, no, he said no.
That door was left open, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That door was left open.
Died or not.
Come on, Mark. You gonna thank me?
Let me ask you a question. So did you like Boys in the Hood?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I'm talking to the young lady that's asked me about Menace to Society.
Yes, I did.
So why not? So what made you choose Menace to Society over Boys?
I don't know. I think it to me it had a lot more of our urban ethnicity in it. It really, like I said, it really connected. I think it connected a lot of people to the characters in there. And I think that's what really makes a good movie, a movie that you say, hey, I can relate to that. That was me. there are movies that I've seen, me and my best friends, and we said, that's us. That one's Gina right there. That one's Tracy right there. And those are the movies that we really, really enjoyed and we never forget.
Well, let me ask you a question, because this is important to me, because I'm dealing with a lot of white distributors right now. I just came back from South Africa. I don't know if you guys knew that, but I just got back from Africa, and I'm shooting. By the way, I'm shooting a new movie in Africa. That's coming up too, but I didn't want to. Nice
pick. Nice pick. I wouldn't have been up against that like that.
Hey, you look, brother. You only look, Greg. You only live once. You only live once. Look, you said you didn't want that to be the last one. You know, I'm asking you this question. So the cursing and the killing of the blacks in Boys in the Hood and in Menace Society didn't bother you?
No, because it was a part of our life. It was a part of our life. Now, I'm from Gary, and during that time, there was a lot of what were they? The kangaroos and
Black Rangers.
Yes, it was so much killing, even, young people, teenagers, children. And so, no, because we saw it every day.
So you want to see it in the movie again, and you see it every day?
A modern version, yes.
But why can't we and Mark, I'm gonna say this because I think I know where you're going. Why can't we kind of change the narrative a little bit and let some black people live? You know, Trey in Menace to Society, not Menace to Society, but in Boys in the Hood, he went to college. He succeeded. You know, he got out of there.
So you're talking about a film that goes the next step once he's going off to college.
But is Gina? Let me ask you a question, Gina. Yep. Does it bother you when you see a lot of cursing in movies, or it doesn't bother because it's realistic to you?
No, it doesn't bother me. That's part of life.
Oh, I'm so glad you said that, because I've been fighting the Caucasian distributors, white people.
Let's wait till you get out of that wind blowing, because I definitely want to hear what you got to say.
Okay. Yeah, well,
that's
interesting. You get him out the wind and you get him into the no.
He'll be back. He'll be back. He's very reliable. He'll be back. I am interested in knowing why they are fighting him on this.
Mm-hmm.
You got to answer, Mark.
Say it again for me.
You said that you have the Caucasian distributors that are fighting you on this. Why is that? We still got you in a bad connection, but I'm gonna wait, because I'm on the edge of my seat and I ain't moving. I'm not moving until I find out. Until I find out if Mark is going to do part 2.
You gonna make him do it? I mean, I ain't bring Mark on for you to force him to do a movie now.
Trying to bully him into it.
No, but I'm glad we're having this conversation, because it's funny, because the black women, my sisters who I put in films, I had an issue with a movie called there's Sasha Lanes. I had a movie about Sasha Lanes, and the distributors kept saying, hey, listen, can you take out some of the cussing? Mm-hmm. And I did. I went back in, and these 2 Christian sisters I hired were actors, and they said, this is not realistic. We don't talk like this. I said, what do you mean? They said, the way you have it is the way we talk. and these, and so then I had a younger lady in her early 20s said, Mark, let's just take out all the cussing, because, my money's invested, and I'm a producer on this, and I really want this to succeed. And so I said, okay, no problem. So I redid it, watched it. It was horrible, because it was not realistic. It was not realistic. So unfortunately, we have to, you saying what you're saying is what I try to explain to her, is that we got to do movies that's authentic, not for them. We got to do our own.
Yes.
And
Yes.
and unfortunately, our culture, we curse a lot. Yeah.
Well, we do.
But I'm gonna say this to you also. The white culture do too, but it's. And I even asked one of the executives at the studio. I said, and she's a female, white female. I said, "Ma'am, let me ask you a question. Why is it an issue when there are blacks cursing in the movie, but you don't have any issues with all the whites that's cursing in the white movies?" She actually was honest with me and said, "You know what? You're right. It doesn't bother me when the hillbillies or the rich white girls are pulling each other hair and cussing out each other, but it's something about it when y'all cuss." And I think I think it has to do with us being spiritual, because we have this deep spiritual, like when we sing gospel and they sing gospel, it's two different gospels. It can be the same song.
Yep.
It can be the same song at the same church, but something about the connection that we have with the spirit or God. I know that may sound a little bit racist or arrogant, but I think that we are more in tune with the Most High or the Spirit, and I think when we curse, it kind of elevates deeper than when they do it. To them, it's like bitch, fuck you. It don't mean nothing, but when we do it, like let me give you an example. I work for some Jewish people that run Hollywood, by the way. Jewish run Hollywood. I'm gonna keep it ethnic here. I'm just gonna be 100. People always want to say, "Oh, color doesn't matter." Yes, it does. The Jews run Hollywood. These two white Jewish men cursed each other out, called each other every name that me and Greg couldn't call each other. And after that fight, 3 days later, I walked past the office and he gives him a $2 million check. Here's the $2 million for my portion of the production. And I'm saying, wait a minute, he just called your mama a bitch and you ain't shit, and your daughter sucked this, that, and then you giving him a $2 million check? To them, green supersedes all the emotions. Green super. Now, if Denzel would have did that with Samuel L. Jackson, they're not talking for the next 5 years. I mean, because we're so emotional people, and we just can't take it. We can't take it if you say fuck you, nigga, your mama ain't shit. I'm not. You ain't cutting no check. I'm not cutting a check to you, because we feel so attached to words. You know, and I think when we say these words, that attachment comes across in the spirit world or in the world, and it affects people differently than when you see a bunch of white people cussing out each other. It's just normal. It's like, they just talking. It's just like seeing a white guy fighting with a white police. It's normal. But you see a black guy doing it, somebody about to get murdered.
But Mark, we embrace authenticity, and we spend the money.
Okay.
We spend the money, so let's do this.
She's still on that. But Mark, if not one of those, is there an older or classic movie that you would like to remake?
Booty Call.
I got a story about Booty Call. But anyway, I know the writer of that. Both writers. I can't think right now, but there is something that I was thinking about recently that I wanted to redo. I was looking for a glass because you guys got me with my afternoon drink now. Okay. But anyway, I can't. I can't stay too long because I have this production that's premiering this weekend. I'm doing some music. There you go. You gotta put the bottle over here. I haven't even had a drink, and you guys got me already drunk on Hollywood.
I know we're taking your time, okay? We generally get through in an hour. Oh yeah, there you go. Okay. I heard the brown bag. I don't care what color you.
Yeah, I got some. I like Kettle One because it's clean and it doesn't give you a headache. Okay.
Hey man,
try
that's a sponsor. Potential sponsor right there. Let's get it. All
right. There you go.
Right.
Look, bro, we appreciate you coming.
And look, I got one that's empty. I'm throwing away.
Oh.
Now we know your secret. That's how he makes those movies.
Right. That's where the juices get to flowing.
So, but I have to get on. got maybe another 10 minutes or maybe 5 to 10
Well,
because I have to get on with the editor. He's been calling in while we was on.
we're not gonna take up 10 minutes of your time,
Okay.
Mark.
No,
We're closing out real. We're closing out
right
now.
now, actually. But basically, man, before we go,
cheers.
there's
Mhm.
something to-
And I normally drink out of a glass, but my glass was dirty, and I didn't feel like leaving y'all to wash the glass, and I really would look like a drunk, so I left it alone. But anyway, because I got several glasses, because I only like glass, I don't like paper. But anyway, go ahead.
Man, wash that shit, dude. You're a nasty dude, man. Wash your shit. All right?
Hey, listen, I got somebody to wash it for me, my brother. But go ahead. They didn't show up this week. I didn't tell you who I
Well,
am.
now.
damn it.
Well, now.
Hey, you remind me of my buddy trying to give me advice.
No, I ain't got no advice.
And couldn't get in the club.
Hey, look, no. Hey, but see, I know better. If I know who you are, I'm gonna wait on you to make that move. I'm gonna follow you. I'm gonna follow you to the club. You know what I'm saying? I'm good with that. I'm trying to do what you're doing. All right.
Hey, so why do you have the Pittsburgh hat on? Let's explain that, because hats is important to me. I just don't wear them for the sake of wearing them.
Tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Because this is yellow, and I got a yellow sweater on. I'm not sure. Hey, my gym shoes. My Nike, my Jordans, Alibi is Nikes. I got about 120 pair of Nikes. All right, seriously.
Do this look like Nike to you?
They don't look nothing like Nike.
Crocs.
Those are Yeezys.
You giving Yeezys yours?
Yeah.
I used to work. I mean, honest. I was gonna say work with him, but I used to work for the nigga, so I just keep it 100. He cut me the checks. I didn't cut him none. So I used to work for him.
There you go.
Let's keep it 100.
Hey, you got to, man, and I love that about you, man. You got to come back one day when you're not moving around like that and just sit down and talk to us and spit them.
Hey, listen, and forgive me, because normally I wouldn't do that, but I'm on a timeline that is crazy, a crazy timeline. I mean, and normally, respectfully, I don't listen. I missed the radio show, the biggest radio show in. What you sipping on there, Mama?
Water.
Oh, you don't. That don't count. Okay, I was just gonna say I missed the biggest radio show in Minneapolis. Okay, because I was editing and I missed a call in, and I kept trying to. No, they thinking I'm disrespecting them. I'm like, listen, I know y'all the biggest radio station in Minneapolis, but I'm trying to make sure we get this movie there, so y'all this thing won't be in vain on Saturday. You know.
It ain't gonna
So
be
that's and so I even did your podcast knowing I had no time, because I had to get this movie ready.
We appreciate it.
So out of respect for you, brother, hello.
We appreciate it.
So next time, matter of fact, I want you to send me a clean glass with your name or your podcast on it. Now what?
I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
No, you're not. Y'all know
set.
Y'all know I'm
send you a set.
Yes. Yes.
That way, when one get dirty, you got another one.
You don't send them no set.
You got a bunch of chats. Who chatting on here? Because we may have some questions before I leave. Somebody chatting on there.
We've been putting them all up here, man. Period. Okay. They what they're doing is actually giving you, your flowers. Okay.
Okay.
Saying to break it down. They said Mr. Mark is spitting that real truth. Yes, he is. Amen.
Now, if I spit the truth, I may hurt some feelings, because I said a little bit about wearing a dress. I didn't say the rest about.
But that's what we do here.
When you take the dress off and got to bend over, now we're gonna
now we're talking my language. All right, you feel me? You're talking my language now. Hey, Mark, look, before you go, man, look, before we leave, we always give some words of advice. All right, if there's somebody that's trying to do what you're doing outside of me, what would you tell them?
First of all, learn the craft. I don't care if it's trying to write, direct, produce, gaff, grip, sound, boom, what a color, a movie, or edit. Learn the craft, and it's so easy now because YouTube is film school now. YouTube is law school now. You can really learn a lot because they have what they call master classes. You can take a master class with Spike Lee. You can take a master class. The reason I say that because Spike ain't never helped me, but that's another story. And I've been to Spike's office. I've been to Spike in person. I sat in Spike's office on Columbia Pictures lot for 2 hours. I walk into the lot of Sony Pictures, which is owned by Columbia, which is owned by Sony Pictures. I go into this man's office, this lot in studio, just like you would think it is, a studio lot. And I'm sitting there and I walk in. I say, I'm looking for Spike Lee's coming in. I say, well, you're here. I see 2 white people. Huh? This Spike Lee's company, just 40 acres a mule? What a mule? What a 40 acres? Karen Firestone, a white lady, is running his development portion, and another guy, the Jewish white guy, I can't think of his name right now, is the president of the company. And I'm saying, well, damn, do you have a receptionist that's black? No.
Wow. Had
me sitting there for 2 hours. He doing a movie with Denzel at that time. He Got Game, I think it was. And then he says, Mark, they finally come in and say, Karen says, Mark, Spike is not going to be able to make it. He told me to tell you that he liked the script, but he needs something that's more thriller. I said, wait a minute. He could have told me that on the phone. Exactly. I've been here for 2 hours. But anyway, I segued. So in saying that, you can have a master class, and you can take Mr. Old Man Lee's class if you want. And you can take... yeah, that's a little bitter. I shouldn't say that. You can take Samuel L. Jackson has a master class. So I would say to anyone that's trying to do anything, cosmetology, nails, you guys got it made. You got iPhones that can make movies. You can do anything with iPhone. An iPhone is a computer. You can put Microsoft Word on your iPhone or on your Samsung Galaxy. There is no excuse for not having success today. And the only reason you cannot be successful today is yourself.
Come on.
Period.
Say
because
it.
Everything is in your hand.
Say it.
Everything. So that's the advice I give, is to learn your craft and just do it. Don't wait on anybody to give you the okay. Just do it. Abbott, what's it called? Elementary.
My favorite show right now.
I haven't seen one episode, but I'm going to sit down and binge watch it because the young sister was so inspirational to me. She came off a little podcast show and a little YouTube show and created her own content. I'm talking, she ain't going to know USC Film School or NYU Tisch or Howard University. No, she went to YouTube University and did her own little content. It's a Ray. It's a Ray from HBO. Now, the people that did that show actually are friends of mine. They graduated from USC with me. Prentice Penny and Dana North wrote, directed, and exec produced that show, Insecure. And that's another story. But yeah, in saying all that, I'm going to leave out with this, that sometimes your blessings come in time and not when you want them. And it may not be the same kind of blessing you're looking for. So once again, do not use somebody else as your barometer or meter to your success. And I'll leave with that. I even told Ryan Coogler. I don't know if you know who he is, but he did the Black Panther. Ryan graduated from USC. And he did this little small movie called Fruitville. Okay. Now, the reason he made it and somehow surpassed my position, I told him this. I said, bro, you took my spot. He said, what you mean? I said, it was John Singleton. No, I said, it was George Lucas, Ron Howard, John Singleton, then Marc Cayce. You took my spot. It became John Singleton and Ryan Coogler. I said, when Weinstein anointed your project, Weinstein is in prison right now for raping women. He's the guy who did. Okay. Weinstein used to be the guy here in Hollywood, and I had to take all my pictures down because I used to go to his private parties, but I wasn't involved and I didn't see anything, keeping it 100. When Weinstein anointed the project Fruitville and put his name on it, it changed Ryan Coogler's life. If he would have put his name on and anointed Nikita Blues, it would have changed my life. Just by one person signing off can change your whole life. Now, it can be for the good or it can be for the bad. Now, Ryan is doing Black Panther now, and Marc Cayce is doing his films.
Doing your films, and you know what? Your films are making some statements as well. Okay, so
yes, sir.
Look,
yeah,
I'm a fan.
Thank you, sir.
Fans here.
Thank you.
We want you to come back and talk some more, man, because we didn't get enough.
Well, I want everybody to go on Tubi and watch these damn movies, man. They pay me a nice sum of money to watch these movies. It's free to you. It's no excuse.
Yeah.
Go to Tubi and watch all 4 movies. Even though I got 9 movies, I got 4 of them right now on Tubi, and I think 4 of them on Prime, Amazon Prime. But Prime may make you pay. Tubi is free. There's no excuse to watch Tubi. All these movies are free. Don't cost you a nickel. Support all the black filmmakers. They got an area called Black Cinema Films. Watch them all. Go to sleep and let them roll while you're sleeping.
Yep.
So get these young brothers some checks.
Yep. That's what you do. You're
Yeah.
so animated, Mark. It's contagious. It's just contagious. Look, Mark, I know you're not far from Vegas. So if you November 9th, drop in for the Distinguished Authors Guild in Las Vegas, Nevada, November 9th. We would love to have you.
It's called what now?
Distinguished Authors Guild.
Okay, send her my information, Greg.
I got you, bro. I got you. Hey, man, it's been a pleasure to have you on here. You gotta you gotta come back.
Yes.
Okay, for sure.
Yes, please do.
God bless you.
You got a new family now.
Oh yeah, I see.
Tell everybody you my uncle.
Okay, so make sure you support your uncle and go watch them free movies.
That's right.
Look,
What's going on when I get off?
I was just watching one today.
Okay, I appreciate that. They are free. It's free to support me.
We're gonna promote it here on Dope Living TV Live. Definitely gonna promote it.
Yes.
Look, Brenda's on her way to Tubi right now. Look at that. See that? You see how we
Oh,
work?
I see she ain't messing around.
Oh yeah. Look.
She ain't messing around.
You see how we work?
This how
God
we do.
bless.
This is service, man. We got you, man.
Take care. Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
He is hilarious, man.
Wow.
You're still on too, see? Marcella, go ahead and take us out.
I just want to say, if you have dreams and ambitions and your life is taking a turn with distractions and things of that nature, recreate your story. All things are possible with God.
Yes, Jada.
Man, I just want to say that every guest we've had has shown you to follow your dreams. Do not let anyone discourage you. Don't let the naysayers stop you. You keep going because they've shown you if you doing what you enjoy, it's not work.
Not work at all. Real quick, man, before we go, Affirmation Day Part 3.
Hey, it's your boy, Life Coach Jeff, coming to you again. So guess what? This is day 3 of affirmations. Now, first we said you are worthy of success. Day 2, you are worthy of wealth. Now, on day 3, this is most important of all. You cannot be worthy of success and wealth if you are not worthy of love, people. This can be love from others, and this can be self-love. So you are worthy of love from others, and you are worthy of self-love. I'm telling you, if you affirm these 3 things, I guarantee you are on the course to just shifting your mindset to different heights and proportions. So here we are with the wrap up. Know that you are worthy of success, you are worthy of wealth, and most important, you are worthy of love. So, Life Coach Jeff coming to you. Remember, redirect, regroup, refocus. Dope Living TV Live. I love y'all. Peace out.
It's better and better, don't it? And real quick, Mark says his movies are on Tubi. If he, if we had got a chance to do this, I'm gonna do it anyway. All right, we already over. But check this out.
Well, I'll be damned. I know this old ass Negro ain't still in my house, still eating my food.
Hank, please don't start right now. Now you know that girl got him fired from his job too.
Well, that ain't our problem. It's that boy and that stupid ass stripper he married. I told the boy, you can't make a hoe no housewife.
It's my son. What's he doing in there?
Pop, what you doing here?
The question is, what are you doing here? And with him. You know, last night some gorilla-looking goon came to my house looking for you?
Yeah, but I didn't have
Sit down and shut up. You see what you've done to my son? You corrupted him.
No, you corrupted me.
It made him evil just like you.
Hey.
Let me go, man. Let me go.
Hey, man, that's no problem you all can't solve with a little communication. Why don't you try a little bit of that?
You know, there should be no reward to the evil man. The candle of the wicked shall be put out.
Yo, is he talking to you, man?
I'm talking to you.
Hold up, wait a minute. Pastor, if that's what you call yourself, if you got something you want to say to me, go ahead and say it.
Stay away from my son.
Well, that was the tardy bell. And as much as I would like to stand here with you, I have a geometry class to get to.
Nikita, this has to stop. You can't continue to carry on like this. This has to stop now.
You mean to tell me you're not flattered?
You don't get it. I'm your English teacher. Okay, that's it. I'm reporting you to the principal's office.
Yeah, right. Why don't you stop fighting it?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
we celebrate Marc Cayce today, all right? Go
Yes.
to Tubi, watch his movies, all right? Get this man some support, all right? Like he said, go to Tubi, you can watch it for free, all right? You can always go to the other ones and pay. Go to Tubi, watch it for free, all right?
Yeah.
This is Dope Living TV Live. We had a great week. Thank you again, Marc Cayce, for coming through and bringing Hollywood to Dope Living TV Live. We appreciate you.
Yes.
Most definitely.
Yes.
And we will see you again. Gina, I will get you that, get this information to you. So possibly might be at the Distinguished Authors Guild. Stay tuned. Y'all better go there, okay? You never know who might pop up.
Get your ticket.
Never know.
You never know. This is Dope Living TV Live. We will see you guys next week, all right? Peace.
See ya.